Hey, hello. Okay, this is one that really is a powerful skill to have. How to stay in alignment when those around you are not. When those around you are like just blowing up and falling apart and in all sorts of state of unalignment, disalignment. How do you stay in alignment? Now, this is a skill that when you have mastered, it can really increase your inner peace, your well-being, your ability to cruise through life, but not in an uncaring, feeling like what's that medication they give people so they just don't feel anything, not in is it Xanax or something, like not in that kind of way, but in a way that you are able to stay aligned. Sound good? Sound like something that would be a good skill to have, because you know that when you're aligned, everything that you do is coming from that place that is going to be beneficial to not only you but those around you. So if that sounds interesting, that is what we're exploring this morning. Hi there, I am Kylie Ansett, the Alignment Whisperer, and I help you get into alignment with your inner being, that inner part of you that has all the answers, is completely wise, like your inner power. That's where, if you can get into alignment with that and you can live life from that place, then you're living a life of purpose. And that is what I'm all about for myself and the people that I work with and the people that are in my tribe. So thank you for watching. I'm coming to you live from Sydney, Australia, beautiful Sydney, Australia. And this is your daily dose of alignment. Okay, so this is one of those things that when people, especially people close to you, it doesn't matter so much, when it's just the postman or the random stranger on the road, when they're out of alignment, and of course it may affect you, but it doesn't matter so much. It's not something that's going to kind of devastate or change your life hugely, although it can. This is actually, I'm talking about those that are close to you, those that you care about deeply and whose lives are intertwined with yours. So when those people are out of alignment in a big way, then how do we stay in alignment? Now, I have experienced this recently, and first of all, I completely take responsibility for my own feelings, and I think that is so key. There's no point me pointing at people that are out of alignment and kind of saying there's something wrong with them, because that is coming from a place of being out of alignment. So first of all, if I want to remain in alignment, I have to recognize that everything that I experience in my world, in my reality, is, look, you know what? I don't like saying it's there for a reason, but I like to say that it is an opportunity for expansion. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity for me to understand more about myself and my place in the world. So first of all, I'm not going to divest myself of the responsibility. That's first of all right? So first of all, I am responsible for how I feel in this situation. And from that realization, the next powerful step is if I'm truly responsible for this, for my reaction to it, then I have a choice. Okay, I may not like what I see, I may not wish for more of it, but I still have a choice where I go from this. Now, I'll tell you, as I said, this has been a recent experience for me, and my natural inclination when people around me are in having difficulty is I'm a fixer. I want to make them feel better. I want to help them. I want to support them. I want to try and make life feel better for them. And that is number one mistake, okay? That is where I am going to be so out of alignment, because it's not my responsibility to fix someone else. That is a surefire path to taking myself out of alignment, because then, first of all, I'm thinking that there's something wrong with them. Second of all, I'm putting myself in a position where I kind of have the answers and they don't. And third of all, I'm not minding my own business, as in I'm not taking care of my alignment. So when I recognize that someone in my vicinity, a loved one, is out of alignment, the first thing I have to do is take care of myself. It's that old kind of image of the airplanes going down is crashing, and if you're too busy putting the oxygen mask on your child, then you'll die in the process, and they probably will too. It's kind of like that, but then in a way it's not, because the point is that it's only ever my responsibility. And this is so challenging when you are dealing with someone that you love dearly, because of course we want to make life better for them. We want to fix it for them. We want to help them. We want to, make it all good. So for me, the key has been to just remind myself to stay in alignment. And how do I do that? I check in. How do I feel about this action, or this response, or this word that I'm saying? Does this make me feel better or worse? And if I'm constantly checking in with how I'm feeling and not worrying so much about what they're feeling, then I can be sure that I'm coming from a place of alignment. And as I said, that's what I'm after. That's what I'm aiming for, because if I'm in alignment, then whatever wisdom, power, that inner power that we all have access to, then I have access to that, and that will help me, but of course it will help them too. Not necessarily in the words or advice that I give, because you can't really change someone with your words, and it's not my responsibility to change or fix this other person, but simply by leading by example, maybe one way of putting it, or the way I see it is by my vibrational effect in my environment will have an effect on them. So by holding that space, by authentically stepping into that space of alignment and holding it, even in the stormy seas, that has more power than the stepping into rage or reaction or frustration and lashing out or speaking out from that place, or stress or anxiety or worry. All of those things are coming from a place where you're totally out of alignment. It's like meditating. It's like being able to meditate while there's a hurricane blowing around you. If you're able to hold your point of concentration while the storm is raging, then it's like a vortex of power is created around you. Your vibration actually becomes stronger than the hurricane. Now, this analogy may be a little close to home for some, I know, but the point is, vibrational reality is something that we don't give enough credence to, and yet it is everything. It is more powerful than you could even imagine, and that is what you're tapping into when you stay in alignment. So next time things are falling apart, next time the bombs are going off and the verbal explosions are happening, or the tears or the tantrums or whatever, just see if you can hold yourself in alignment. And if you can, you're tapping into something incredibly powerful, something that you can take to any situation in your life and really, really affect change. Make the kind of difference that you have possibly only dreamed about before. So that's what I am aiming for. I am failing at it more often than succeeding, but that's what I'm aiming for. Like it's like meditation. It is a moment to moment remembrance. It's a practice. It's something that again and again, especially in a situation when the storm is raging, I'm reminding myself constantly to come back to this place, come back to this place of alignment. Does this thought, this feeling that I'm having make me feel good or bad? And if it makes me feel bad, then I need to step away from it. I need to move in the direction of what's making me feel good. And that is, when I do that, it allows me to show up for that person in a completely different way, in a way that is not condoning of whatever behavior. It's not like a sympathetic shoulder to cry on. It's not like sort of getting down into the muck and railing at the world with them. It's none of those things. It's actually holding a space of allowing them to see that even in because of course when someone else is out of alignment, they're in pain, like they're having emotional misery and distress within them, and being able to hold that space of alignment in the face of that, it's like they can see a shining light. And I'm not trying to say like I'm kind of some kind of shining light. I guess it's more, it gives them this is happening on a subconscious level. I think often when someone's truly out of alignment, they're not gonna, this is why when you try to talk sense or give them wisdom, drop wisdom bombs on them when they're totally out of alignment, they don't hear it. They just bounce straight off them, because they need to be in an open space to understand those words anyway. And when you're out of alignment, that's not where you're at. That's not what you're hearing. By doing that, by holding that space, by holding that center of alignment in the face of someone that you care about losing their shit, what you do is vibrationally, you are giving them a real world example of what it can be like. It's hard to put it in a way that doesn't make it sound kind of trite or pat. Because this is happening on the vibrational level. This is happening on an energetic level. It's not happening verbally. It's not happening in the physical world, but vibrationally, an aspect of them will recognize that aspect of you, and the aspect of them that is their true inner power will be drawn towards that, and that will do more for helping them move to a better place where they can start reacting in a different way. That will do more for them than any physical, emotional, financial, advice-wise help that you could give them from a kind of real world, like conscious 5 sense perspective. So, wow, like this is really powerful stuff. This is really getting into the nuances of how to use your energetic power in a way that will, of course, benefit you. Because, like, just think of that scenario I've just painted for you, how you will feel after an interaction like that. So, yeah, you're going to feel amazing, or at the very least, you're going to feel centered and aligned, which is amazing. But this is how you bring that effect into the world. This is how you affect the world. We don't affect the world by the actions. We don't affect our surroundings by making someone else change through our logical argument or anything like that. But that's not how we affect change. We affect change by how our vibration is powerfully spreading out into the world and making a difference. And it's incredible, so powerful, so powerful. That is definitely what I wish for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I have loved sharing with you, and I hope that you can have a chance to play around with this and see if you can make a difference in your life and how you show up when the storm is raging around you. Okay, I look forward to catching up with you next time. Bye.